What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. It's Ars. Let's get productive. So, feels really good to be back here with you guys. Another week, another opportunity to talk music. Got some new gear here. I'm not sure about this setup. This is very, very temporary. I have a very tight space, so I had absolutely nowhere to put this keyboard. So it's just here in the background. So as always, I have a new VST that I wanted to bring to this channel. It's by Teletone Audio and it's called Postcard Piano. Now, a few producers have already asked me about this VST, which is why I'm doing the review. It's a little bit late because the VST has been out for a little while, but I just got my hands on it and I really enjoyed it. So I definitely wanted to bring it to this channel. Before we get into that review though, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, I had posted something asking you guys if you wanted to see me review your production on this channel. I'm not a huge fan of people reviewing other people's beats just because I think it's so subjective, and you know, who am I to really tell you what's good and what's not good? What's good to one person may not be good to another person. So I wanted to find a way to do it to where it would be constructive and it wouldn't just be a bunch of criticism or me just saying this is whack, this is good, this is whack, this is good. I don't feel like there's anything constructive about that. I hate videos like that. So I'm going to be doing it. You guys can submit your beats to arsineymusic@gmail.com. That's ARSINEY music@gmail.com. I will leave the email down in the description, and I will be doing a video in the future where I'll just be going over your production and talking about some of the things that I think constructively can help you, whether it be arrangement or just sound selection, just little things here and there that I think could take the production to the next level.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
All right, my watch just spoke to me. That's weird. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this review. Postcard Piano by Teletone Audio. Let's get right into it. Okay, so as always, I have Logic queued up, and this is Postcard Piano. Like I said before, it's by Teletone Audio, and it's a Contact instrument. If you have the free version of Contact, you can use this on the free version of Contact, which I'm really excited about because for a little while it wasn't available for the free version. So now anybody can use this, and this is what we have here. Now, this is one of those instruments that is very specific. Like, it's not a VST that's like a rompler. It has a whole bunch of different instrument categories and different sounds. This is specifically dedicated to giving you a nice, warm, old school lo-fi piano kind of feel. Very live sounding piano, grand pianos, but the settings that's built into this thing can help you get a nice lo-fi sound to it. But before we get into the sounds in this thing, we're gonna go over the UI like we always do. So if you look right here, you can see you have a few knobs here. You have a tube knob, you have a knob here, your output knob that's for mono and stereo. You have a noise knob, and you have a room knob. You have a release samples knob, a sustain pedal noise, which is awesome. It gives it a very authentic sound as far as the pianos go. Sensitivity. You have an age knob, so this knob right here kind of ages and warps that piano sound a little bit. So you can go all the way from the 1930s and 40s all the way up to now. You have a reverb knob here from dry to wet, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 different types of reverb: spring, plate, room, hall, church. And that's it. That's all you have as far as settings, and that's all you need. The sampled pianos in this thing are already dope, and what you can do with those pianos via the settings that are in the VST takes it to a whole nother level. The UI itself, I think, is really cool looking. Very clean, but not too clean. Kind of dusty looking. It kind of has that rough, analog, very old school kind of feel to it. I just like how it looks. So we're going to go over some of the sounds. We already went over the UI. I'm just going to give you an idea of some of the sounds in this thing, and we will play with some of the settings in a sec. Now, like I said, I have a new setup here, so I got to kind of try to figure this out. So pardon my back while I play the piano here. So this first sound here is called 1920. And as you can hear, it sounds old, it sounds warped, but there's an authentic nature, a very authentic signature to the sound. And I love it. You can go to the next sound here. You have 1958. Go to the next sound. This is called 1969. Go to the next sound, 1974. Beautiful. And if I wanted to, we can use this sound as an example. I could come right over here to these different settings. I can play with the tube knob a little bit. I can make it more stereo. Widen that sound a bit. Turn up the sustain pedal. Turn up some of the noise. You can hear it now in the background. And that kind of ages the sound a little bit. I could turn on some of the wow here and give it even more age. I can add some reverb, so we can turn the reverb on and mess with the dry and wet knob a little bit and see what we get here. I can go to Hall. I really like that one, Hall. And like I was saying a second ago, you can really hear how authentic these different pianos sound. So even though, yeah, all of these different settings help you get a warm, nice, lo-fi sound to it, it sounds authentic. It's not like the pianos don't sound like a synth sound that was warped into sounding like a piano, or it doesn't sound like a piano that's layered with strings or anything else. And that kind of stuff is great. But the thing I love about Postcard piano is every single one of the pianos in this thing sound authentic. You can really hear the hammers kind of hitting the strings in the piano. Like, it feels like a real grand piano. So that's 1974. We can go to the next one here, and we have, this is called Anime. This is called Bad Cable. I really like this one a lot. We're gonna note that one for when we do the cook-up later. This one is called Darkness 1973. So this one is still a piano, but it kind of feels like a pad. That's really nice. This is called Doppelganger. Really cool sounding. Really lush. This is beautiful right here. So I'm only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm only 8 sounds in as far as presets go, and I'm already ready to make a beat. But I'll go through a few more for you guys just so you can have an idea of what's going on. Go to the next one here. This one has a bit of a distortion going on with it. This one has a lot of verb. I really like that. Really cool. And we're back to that nice lo-fi sound. This is a plucked piano bass. That's really cool. This is called Reflections. That's dope. So, matter of fact, we're going to make a beat with Refraction. So, let's not even waste any more time. Let's get right into this cook-up. And let's see what we can do with this thing. I'm going to start off with something really simple. Alright. Now the one drawback of this, which for someone like me, I don't really mind it too much because it just makes my music sound a little, it just makes the music sound a little bit different. It makes it sound a little quirky, and I'm into that. But the one thing that some people might find as a downside to this is when you listen to presets like this one and there's a bit of a flutter happening, it's not time synced, so it doesn't sync to the tempo. So, you know, if the beat, like right now my tempo is 120 BM, the flutter isn't happening to 120 BMs, which again, for me, I like that because it gives it kind of a live feel, and I like when instruments do that. Even in other VSTs, a lot of people complain about things not being time stretched and syncing to the tempo. And just for the type of music that I make, I like when things sound a little quirky and a little bit off, so I'm into it. But if you're not into it, that might be a drawback for you. I got to do something about this setup right now. This setup is a little weird. I'm sorry for turning my back to you guys, but it's very tight here. I'll do something in the next video about it for sure. But for right now, this is what I'm working with. Let's see. So we're going to double that one up. And then what we're going to do is for these over here, we're going to add a layer for the highs. So let's do this. Let's take all of these notes right here and leave the bass notes. And I'm gonna just move all these other notes up one octave. So I'll move all of these notes except for the bass note up one octave. Yeah, that's better like that. So these is low. We're gonna add another one. I heard a kind of a bass piano that I was really into. I think this one. Yeah, we're gonna add this. I gotta get it right though. So we gotta find that one. This is gonna take a second because I don't really play that well, so I'm gonna have to do this in multiple takes. Yeah. Now all I gotta do with this is just move the notes where I want them. I already got the way that I want to play them there. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna add one more instance of Postcard piano. This is fire right here. B. I like that. I like that. All right, we're gonna add that. Just copy and paste that a few times. Boom. All right, up here, let's try producer source. No, producer R&B. Dope ass VST. Let's go to instruments. You can maybe get some pads going. That sound cool. Alright, and for the sake of time, I just grabbed a quick drum loop. Let's add something else. Beautiful. Alright, let's add a bass line. Simple little bass line, smooth it out a little bit. So I'll make the bass come in on the second half. Not here. Coming up. I'm gonna add it right here. You know what? For this, let's go to expand 2. See, I find some strings in there. Expand 2 usually has some really cool sounds in it. And go to where are we? Where are we? Strings. Could be something like that. So we added those strings in there. Add some track spacer on it and side chain the entire melody with the drums, just to make it sound a little more lo-fi and, you know, make the drums pop a little bit more. Let's go to that's a little bit too much. Put it on fast release. Alright, so I just finished cooking up this beat. I'm gonna open up the Postcard piano here, just so we can lead us up on the screen. I added a few other elements to it. Very basic, very laid back, chill beat, just to give you guys an idea of something that you can do with this thing. And I'm gonna play the beat for you guys right now. So this is Postcard piano, and this is the beat I made using Postcard piano. Let's get into it. Alright, and that was it. That was a beat I made using a Postcard piano. This thing is a very, very dope piano VST. Whenever I need a piano, I find myself going to this. Sometimes you want a piano that sounds a little bit new age, that, you know, it sounds like it's layered up with other instruments like pads and strings and things of that nature. And I get that. And I can get that in any of my other VSTs, any of my other Romplers. And, you know, they always have a piano category, and I can find those kind of new age, cool, different sounding pianos. But sometimes you want something that sounds really live, but lo-fi, like really live but retro sounding, almost like someone playing piano live and it was recorded on a tape 25 years ago. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what this sounds like. This sounds like someone had like 3 different mics set up at a grand piano, and someone was playing the piano live, but it was recorded on tape and it was saved for years, and now it's being played back through these speakers. And it has that warm warp tube aged kind of sound to it, but with the settings that you get in this thing, you can really add texture and really give it life that it didn't already have. You have 18 different piano presets in this thing, but what you can do with the settings can take any one of these pianos that are already kind of manipulated to sound a certain kind of way and make it sound completely different. So you could take 18 pianos and make it sound like 35 or 40 different pianos just from the settings alone. I was happy when they made it available for the free version of Contact. I was waiting for that for a long time because just off of the advertisements, it made me want to get it. But when I actually got it and started using it, I was not let down at all. So this is a VST that I think you guys should definitely check out. But like I said before, it's a very specific thing. It's pianos. So if you're not, you know, in the market for this type of thing, it's not going to be for you. But if you are looking for new pianos and you are someone who's heavy into lo-fi music, if you make a lot of lo-fi music and a lot of chill music, you want this in your arsenal. This is fire. But yeah, that's it. That's Postcard Piano by Teletone Audio. I'm really digging it. As always, there's probably a lot of new people watching this video for the first time. And if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, just because I want you guys to stay notified anytime I release a new video. And again, I want to emphasize what I said earlier in the video. If you are interested in getting your beats reviewed on this channel, please send any of your beats to arsineymusic@gmail.com. That's ARSINEY music@gmail.com. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will catch you guys on the next video.